When Bianca and I are doing our raw detoxing, sometimes I really crave a bowl of pasta, but even though there's a lot of great gluten-free pasta, it's not raw. So recently, I went to an amazing restaurant in LA, Olac, and discovered kelp noodles. They were raw, they were made, it was like cheesy kelp noodles. It was so good. They were made from kelp, so they were super delicious and healthy, and it was just like the real thing. So today, I'm gonna make a creamy Alfredo sauce. We're gonna be cooking with fire, or not cooking, so to speak. It's easy, it's delicious, it's just a few ingredients, and I think you're really gonna love it. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing we have is we have our kelp noodles, which you can really find in really most any grocery stores. There's a lot of variations too. You can get noodles that are made from like the starch of like mung beans or whatever. Any of those will work. I have kelp noodles here, and I'm just sitting them in some hot water. Okay, ideally it's not boiling, hot water. Let it stand for a little bit. And get them softened up a little bit. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start our sauce. And as with many of our cream sauces and our delicious sauces, cashews is going to be our nut of choice because the cashews are going to give that creaminess and that richness. Okay, so we're going to start out with our water. We have about a little over a cup of water. Okay, so that's going to go into our blender. And I like pouring the liquid first before you actually put the nuts in so that it gets the blender going. I'm going to add my 2.5 cups of cashews there. And then we're going to add some garlic. Okay, this is going to be nice and garlicky. I have 2 cloves of garlic. So I'm going to put 2 cloves of garlic in there. I'm going to add about a half a lemon. So we're going to just squeeze our lemon here. Okay, or if you have small lemons, you may want to do 1 large or 1 small lemon, or half of a large lemon. And our secret ingredient for our Alfredo sauce is thyme. Okay, it's about thyme. You got some thyme. Thyme is super easy to grow. I got this from my garden. You really can't screw it up, even though I have screwed it up in the past, but you're not going to screw it up. So you want to pull the little leaves off of the stem, okay, like that. And then so we add about a tablespoon, or excuse me, about a teaspoon or maybe a couple teaspoons of thyme. Okay, so I'm just going to drop that in there. And then to that, we're just going to add about a teaspoon of salt. Okay, we have our sea salt here. Okay, and we're going to add a little pepper at the end, and then we're just going to go ahead and blend this up. Okay. So that's our cheese sauce. Let's give it a little taste. That's some good Alfredo sauce. Oh, slamming. Okay, so now we've got our sauce. All we're going to do is we're just going to get the hot water off the noodles. We'll put it back in here. We'll mix the Alfredo, and then we're good to go. Okay, so I'm going to go over the sink. I'm going to get rid of our water. So now we've got our water out, so we're just going to add our Alfredo sauce to our kelp noodles. Look at that, nice Alfredo deliciousness. Okay, and then we're just going to toss the noodles. Okay, nice gentle toss. Smells so good. Look at already how those are starting to coat up beautifully. Nice cheesy goodness. And then let's get a little bit on our plate. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to add a few scallions to that. Okay, also from my garden. Okay. Now it's time for a taste. Now the only thing about kelp noodles is sometimes you have to cut them. I know the Italians wouldn't like them, but I think the Japanese, slurping is sort of the way you do it. So, that is so good. I love the cheesiness. It's a great Alfredo sauce. And the noodles, I mean, they're raw, so it's just, you're going to love it. It's going to be that great comfort food when you need something raw. I'm going to keep eating. We'll see you next time.
I just love those noodles. They're so springy, just like real pasta. I mean, they are real pasta, but they're so springy. I love them.
Well, that's all for this week. We'll see you outside the box on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, outside the box or inside the box, but you'll get your phone, the posts are square, so it's kind of inside the box too.
Yeah, but it's outside the box they're watching. They're watching on TV, which is a box.
Okay,
right?
okay.
So it's outside this box, even though it's another box.
Okay, all right. Well, don't worry too much about it. Just follow us. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. We're wrapped. Take it all off. My hair comes off, the face comes off. And she's like...